It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading, and today we're in the bush and we're cutting a little bit more firewood, but I am going to try my friend's Jonsered that he dropped off. He said that if you ran for more than 20 minutes it would shut off, and then you could restart it, and then it'll run for 20 minutes and then shut off. So we're going to go give that a try. I'll cut a lot of my firewood today with that one and see how it runs. So let's go. Okay, my friend's Jonsered, I've already fixed the recoil cover. When I had the recoil cover off, I saw that one of the fuel lines were pinched, so I fixed that. But that leads into the second problem he had. He had a problem that it would run for 20 minutes and shuts off. So it very well could have just been the fuel line that was pinched, but we are going to run it for 20 minutes and see what is actually happening. I will give you a few reasons why chainsaws will shut down. It runs out of fuel, so pinched fuel line, fuel filter's plugged. So you really got to verify that. The other reason is loss of spark. Like there's a little shut-off wire that runs along the engine to the coil, and if it rubs through and starts touching the engine, it'll shut it down. Another reason is when coils get old, when they overheat, eventually sometimes they actually run for a bit, overheat, shut down. Then it cools down for a bit, they can restart it, it'll run for a bit, and then once it gets to a certain temperature, it'll shut down. So it can be the coil. But I think it's actually was the fuel issue, so we're going to try this and we're going to run it for more than 20 minutes and see what happens. So let's go. That runs awful. We're going to adjust the carburetor first and see what happens. So there you go. The chainsaw runs not very good right now. So I am going to adjust the low jet a little bit, but it's mainly the high jet I'm after. So you know the drill if you watch some of my other videos, but I'll explain it in case someone doesn't. You're going to screw it in, the high jet, the H jet here, until it starts to sputter. You screw it back, but count your turns until it sputters again, and then you screw it back to the middle, in between. So basically you want it to sputter on the lean side, sputter on the rich side, and then put it right in the middle, and then you should be set good. So let's go. I'm going to adjust the low jet. Adjust the low jet, you want to see that it revs up quick. It's like a quick response. Now we're going to adjust the high jet. So there you go, the chainsaw is adjusted, and let's see if it'll cut just a bit better. Okay, so there you go. It runs a whole lot better than it did, but it still tends to stall out a little bit, so I'm going to open up the Hi-Jet just a little bit. If you open it too much, it becomes hard to start when it's cold out, for sure. So there's a fine line. You can open it up where it gives it a little more fuel, but if you open it too much when it's cold, it'll be very hard to start. So give it one more try. So I adjusted it till it was right in the middle, and then this saw, I actually ran it a little bit, and it's open about another quarter of a turn. It seems to be running good like this, so I'm going to try to cut up the rest of the log and see if it continues working great.